Okay, sorry about that. There was a knock on the door, and then I exited out of this, and it just became this huge mess. So we're back. This is just the second video. Sorry. Once you get to this point, I want you to see if you can factor the top. So we can try to factor this. And we can use slip and slide here. So that's going to be n squared minus 22n minus 30. So that's negative 30 and negative 22. Now the factors of 30 are 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 4 doesn't go into 30, 5 and 6. None of those are going to give me 22. So that can't factor, which means that this right here is our final answer. Okay, so always try and factor. If it can't factor, just leave it, and that's your final answer. Now let's do this one. So we have 4r plus 1 over r minus 5 plus 2 over r minus 2. No subtraction sign, so we don't have to deal with it. I'm going to take that r plus 2, multiply it to the first fraction. R minus 5, multiply it to the second fraction. Now I need to distribute on that first one. I need to multiply out the denominator. So this is something important to write down. I'm going to use a different color because that color doesn't pop up very well. Multiply the numerator. Leave the bottom factored. Leave bottom factored. Okay, make sure you write that down. So multiply the numerator and simplify it out. Leave the bottom in their factors. Okay, it makes it easier for you. That's going to go away. So if we multiply out that top, you get r squared plus 9r plus 2. And you get that by distributing or using the box or foiling this. So you either have to foil, box, or distribute. Okay. And then we're going to combine like terms on the top. So you get r squared plus 11r minus 28. And then we're going to try to factor that. So that would be negative 32 and 11. Nothing adds to be 11 and multiplies to be 32. So that's our final answer there. Okay? Let's look at this one. No minus sign, so we don't have to deal with it. I'm going to take that n plus 5, multiply it to the first one. 3n cubed, multiply it to the second one. So you get 3n plus 15 over 3n cubed times n plus 5 plus 3n to the fourth minus 18n cubed over 3n cubed times n plus 5. Combine like terms and you get 3n to the fourth minus 18n cubed plus 3n plus 15. And we're just gonna, you can multiply out that bottom there. So here, we have to see, is there a number that goes into every single number? If there ever is a number that goes into every single number, we divide it out. So everything's divisible by 3, so I'm going to divide out that 3. So you get n to the fourth plus 6n cubed plus n plus 15 all over n to the fourth plus 5n cubed. And that's your final answer there. Okay. Let's do this one. So we have 5n over 3n minus 1 minus 5 over n minus 2. So I'm going to take that n plus 2, sorry. I'm going to take that n plus 2, multiply it to the first fraction. 3n minus 1, multiply it to the second. Oh, sorry. Whoa. I forgot to distribute that subtraction sign. Remember to distribute the subtraction sign. I know I forgot. Learn from my mistake. Remember to distribute the subtraction sign. Now we're going to multiply it. So you get 5n squared plus 10n over n plus 2, 3n minus 1. And then negative 15n plus 5 over n plus 2, 3n minus 1. So you get 5n squared minus 5n plus 5. And that top there, we can factor out a 5. So really, the completely simplified version of this would be 5n squared plus, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm making all the mistakes right now, minus n plus 1 all over n plus 2, 3n minus 1. Okay, if you learn anything from me in my classroom, I hope is that it's okay to make mistakes, because I make a lot of them. I'm still a successful person. You guys can be very successful even if you make mistakes, not just in math, in life in general, and because it happens. And if that's one thing that you can take away from my class and from watching me make all these mistakes over and over again, is that it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes, and you can still be a successful person and live a happy life. Okay, I know I got on my little soapbox right there, but I think that's important, just as important as the math, probably more important. Okay, but let's get back to the math. So this one, distribute that subtraction sign, learning from mistakes, and then I'm going to take that 2r squared minus 8r, multiply it to the top and bottom of the first one, 3r multiply it to the top and bottom of the second. When you multiply this out right here, we have to use the box. So I'm just going to show you the box because I haven't been showing you. I've just been doing it. But, whoa, I don't know what that was. So we have the box. We're going to have 2r squared minus 8r, r plus 2. So this will be 2r cubed, negative 8r squared, 4r squared, and negative 16r. So that's where you get that 2r cubed. These two combine to get negative 4r squared, and then that's negative 16r. Okay, then that last one, you get negative 15r squared. Combine all that, and you get 2r cubed minus 19r squared minus 16r. The bottom, you get 6r cubed minus 24r squared. R goes into all of that, so we're going to divide it all by r, and you get 2r squared minus 19r minus 16 over 6r squared minus 24r. Okay, we're going to save those last two examples. Remember to take the quiz. Sorry about my soapbox. Just, you guys are super awesome. And yeah, okay, goodbye.